Hello, my answer seekers, and welcome to this energy reading. As I just realized in my live stream, it was one of the last ones, I started reading or sensing the messages with my fingers in the air because I was reflecting of how I do it, because I got asked the question how I channel messages, and I was like, at this point, actually, I'm just sensing it. So, welcome to this video, welcome to this message. I felt the calling so deeply for spiritual guidance. There's a desire for guidance in this collective right now. So this is what I'm gonna give you, and I was already channeling which goddess is coming through today, and apparently it's the trio of the three main goddesses I work with. So it's Persephone, Hecate, and Aphrodite. So as always, take from this message what resonates with you and leave what does not, because that's how it works here. So my name is Elle, aka Belithera. I'm a clairvoyant and author, and yeah, we're gonna channel. There's a strong energy coming through. It seems like a storm is coming. I'm seeing clouds, I'm seeing dark clouds, and they look oof. So what's happening right now is there's a challenge arising, there's a womb awakening. I can feel the energy in my womb right now, and it hurts. Which is crazy, because usually what I experience in energy readings is I channel something and I feel the energy. And sometimes I can feel my throat chakra deblocking, or unblocking, rebooting, however you want to call it. So I know there's something that wants to be said, some clarity. Right now I can feel there's feminine rage coming through. Oh my god. Okay, so this channeling, this specific message is for a feminine, no matter which gender you physically are. If you consider yourself as feminine energy, this message is for you. So there is a womb awakening, as in you awaken to your inner truth, you awaken to your inner goddess energy, because that's what you always have been, that's what you always are. No matter if you could feel it and realize it or not, you always have been that goddess within you. Within you! You are always the goddess. The goddess. And I'm seeing that in caps. The goddess. So that's why if you've seen that in previous videos, not only mine, or not only of me, but I'm sensing you're watching a lot of, especially tarot videos, oracle card videos, any sort of guidance videos, because you're searching for that inner truth that is only within you. And you're searching for someone to get through to you, and to get like deep down there to tell you the truth which you already know. And also what I want to mention is right now, I don't know how clearly you can see that right now, but from my setup, as it is in this moment, there's one light source coming through on this side of the video. It looks very nice on the camera, so it was more intense the first time I set up my camera. I was like, ooh, that looks like god energy or goddess energy in this case. But yeah, so Hecate really wanted to come through today, so I'll let her speak through me. whatever she has to say, and you just sit down and listen. That's your job right now. And that was also already part of the message. You sit down and listen right now, because Mother Hecate has to say something, and you have been denying yourself to see, hear, and feel, and live and experience the truth that you already are, where and how you want to be, how you desire to be. It's always been within you. And again, it's like it keeps repeating the message. It's you. It's only you. The goddess is within you. You are the goddess, the in caps. Awakening. There's an awakening happening right now. And I feel like the stormy clouds are... You might experience brain fog right now, or like tension in your head area, headaches, anything like this, even if you're feeling nauseous. There's a lot about sensations, like sensual sensations coming through. As in, you're sensing more. You're more sensible. As in, you sense more when it comes to emotions, when it comes to touch, when it comes to who you touch, who you exchange your energy with, because in the end, every physical interaction, every touch that you exchange with another person is an energy exchange on a very deep level. Because you open yourself up to the energy of the other person, and vice versa. There's an exchange happening, right? You've become so much more awakened to your spiritual truth, to your spiritual path, to how you sense spirituality. And you walk on this path. I'm also sensing, because right now my laptop is right next to the camera, and it was distracting me. It was just turned on, but it was distracting me. So you decide to shut down distractions from your life right now. No more distractions. And that was your decision. And I get the feeling that you've decided to do that 3 to 5, maximum of 7 days ago. So round about a week ago, you have decided for yourself internally to shut down every distraction, whether it's people or jobs. There might have been a job offer which you declined because you could sense it wasn't the right thing for you. And it was right to do that. There's confirmation. There's something else coming, and that was a test. I personally don't prefer the word test. That was what was coming through. Maybe it felt like that. What I prefer is, you know what? Let's Hecate talk. Let her spill the tea. Because in the end, that's what you're here for. I'm seeing a bag, in sense of get that bag, girl. I couldn't say the word that was coming through from Hecate, so I said girl. But it starts with a B. You might know what I refer to. But I fear I can't say that on YouTube. So yeah, you might have gotten that bag. You might actually got it. As in self-care. You just treat yourself like the queen, like the goddess you are. Well, you started treating yourself like the queen you leveled up to become. And now you're allowed and you're deserving of treating yourself like the goddess you are. What does that mean? Research. Simply research. You gotta find out what that means for yourself. You gotta research in here and in your womb. Your womb is gonna guide you and tell you the truth. There's something about higher guidance, as in a coach. You might have a coach. You might be searching for a coach. Let me sneak that in there. That's like an offer from me right now. I'm a clairvoyant, so I work in one-on-one energy alignment sessions. So if you want to embody being the goddess you are and behaving and treating yourself and getting treated like the goddess you are, yeah, book your one-on-one session. It's down in the video description, so you can find it. And let's get back to the main message right now. There's something coming through about matte lipstick. It's like plum colored matte lipstick. I don't know if you're into that. Usually it's red, it's bright red lipstick or dark red lipstick, like cherry lipstick that's coming through for me in these messages. What's coming through right now is a darker plum colored matte lipstick. Honestly, I don't know what that means right now. It might be a sign. So if you talk to a person who wears that lipstick, it's not even a sign for you to wear that. It's a sign to watch out for. Watch out for. It's like, the words I got was, it's a dangerous game. It might be that that person wants harm for you or doesn't want good for you. So watch out for that. Be careful around that person if you get the vibes, right? Just a reminder, or the disclaimer in the beginning, take what resonates, right? So if it feels like this is aligning for you, then take that. If not, then just leave it. What else? There's also the Temperance card from the tarot deck. I do read tarot cards. I do not know the meaning of this card specifically. I have to Google it real quick. Give me a second. Temperance card, tarot. That's interesting. So it represents balance, moderation, harmony. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so there's the card that I'm looking at right now. That was exactly the card that I had in mind. There's also the Empress coming through. So this is so interesting. I keep channeling cards and I don't even know the meaning of that, like consciously, because I never learned to read, like properly read tarot cards. I started getting into that, but I quickly realized that energy readings and channeling messages, for example from source energy and goddesses, is more my thing. But nowadays, and also when I started out doing that, I just keep channeling tarot cards every now and then. So there's the Temperance card coming through and the Empress. I'm sensing right now the vibe of it. You gotta allow the flow of life to happen, because the card that I see right now, which I also saw in my mind while I channeled the message, is an angel holding 2 cups and pouring water from one cup to the other. And that states the flow of life, also says the description of the card. There's a lot about balancing. There's a lot about balancing. I feel like there's the symbol of yin and yang coming through. And again, the message from the start with the feminine rage. There's a balance, and your womb energy, especially your biology, your biological womb. There's healing. First of all, healing energy, because water represents healing. Not only flow, but also healing. There's a healing of your femininity happening by balancing your yin and yang, as in balancing your femininity and your masculinity. and seeing it as a balance, as an equilibrium. I love this word. It's such a beautiful word. And it has such a good vibration to it because I can sense the frequency of words. And equilibrium, it kind of feels like these singing bowls. It's a really, really, really good vibe. So finding the balance between your feminine and your masculine is gonna heal your womb, especially if you have to do with any and anything that's complicating your period, or conceiving. Well, conceiving is technically also receiving. Because I keep getting the message, and I have channeled a message like this before. There's a healing of the womb happening right now. And it's the dark clouds, and it might have to do actually with you trying for a baby, trying to get pregnant. It might be this. It might be this. So heal your womb by allowing this balance to happen for you in your life. By accepting that you are both. And then again, the flow of life is also, I keep seeing money. There's a lot of money coming in for you. The second, and I'm not speaking in time, but like the moment, but actually right immediately, once you allow the flow of life to happen for you. And flow of life means you give and you receive, you give and you receive. And you don't have to give first, you can receive first, but it's always that giving and taking. And it's like, you see that that energy flow, right? So this is that. Now let's see the Empress. The Empress card is a major arcana card, obviously. Representing nurturing, abundance, and creativity. Yeah. Again, nurturing and fertility. There's a lot about your fertility process. It's a progress right now. There's something good happening. There's a positive uprising in your womb. I keep getting that you have a child wish. There's a wish fulfillment happening here right now. And there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of anxiety around it. And again, go with the flow. Allow your emotions to come and to go. That's nothing to hold on to. And I know that's easier said than done, but it's also easy said and done. So yeah, a need for self-care or issues with nurturing relationships. I don't see it as issues with nurturing relationships. I see these dark clouds right from the beginning, right? The storm that's coming. I keep seeing that. And I see that you and your partner right now, if you're in a relationship, I see that there's a storm coming that looks scary. Something like you might even be pregnant right now. It seems like there's a lot of teamwork. There's a need for a lot of teamwork right now to work this out. And that's only a 2-player game. That's like that's a game that two people have to figure out. If you're on your own right now, you work this out by balancing your femininity and your masculinity within yourself so that you can figure it out on your own. if you're in a relationship right now, you gotta communicate with your partner what your needs are. You gotta communicate your needs, and your partner has to accept them and to nourish them, and vice versa. Your partner has to communicate their needs to you, and you gotta accept them and nourish those. And it's always a give and take. And it's gotta be in balance and in flow, and in free flow. And free flow means unconditional acceptance towards any circumstance, no matter what it is. That's free flow. Because the second you put a block in that way of receiving or of giving, and you hold back anything or you push away anything, you block the free flow. You gotta let it flow unconditionally. And again, the word uprising is coming. So there's an up-leveling and uprising. You gotta get to the next level right now. And if you're in a relationship, you take your partner with you to that next level. It's happening automatically. You don't have to do anything besides what I just talked about. And if you're, well, what kept coming through was if you're alone or on your own. But what it more means is, yeah, if you're on your own, you gotta take yourself to the next level by yourself. And your partner, that's why the Emperor card kept coming through beforehand. Your partner's gonna meet you there. So if you're in a relationship right now, you both are uprising to the next level together, to the Empress and Emperor. If you're on your own right now, there's like these heavy dark clouds looking scary. It might be scary. It might look like that. It might even be a scary experience. And that was 2222. So 4 times 2 on the timer, which is a very good confirmation for me. But once you get through that and you bring yourself to the next level, to that level, your divine partner is gonna meet you there as the Emperor to your Empress. Because as I said, you have a heavily or a highly feminine energy around you. That's why this message found you in the first place. So yeah, the message got delivered by Hecate, but it was backed up by both Persephone and Aphrodite, so there was messages from them coming through along with Hecate, so it's not just her message, but she represented this trio of them, which is mainly how I channel. Because for me personally in this trio, how I channel them, or how I receive their their channelings, their messages, is that Hecate is more of the speaker for the 3 of them, and both Persephone and Aphrodite are more in the background, but they're like, you know, they're doing the work behind the curtains, and then there's a surprise happening. That's mainly how it works. So yeah, again, you can't see behind the curtains right now. You might just see the big cloud. Behind the curtains is your Emperor to your Empress, and you as the Empress, you as the goddess, coming into alignment, coming together. There's a meeting happening. There's a connection, and you can feel it. That's why you found the message in the first place. There were many reasons why you found this message right now when you did it. So yeah, I'm gonna stop this message right here. It's done. Everything is said. Everything that's important for you is said. If you feel called to step up your manifestation game, if you have specific things that you want to manifest into your life, whether it be your divine counterpart or your business, or in general fulfillment, your soul's path, check out my website. It's also linked in the video description. I have many sources and many resources on my website, and soon there's going to be the manifestation guide, which explains everything that I've learned in the past 21 years, basically. Yeah, it's also been a ride for me to write this. It's been in the making for the past 5 to 6 years now, and now it's finally at the point where I can write it in my live streams and in hermit mode every now and then just publish it. I'm so happy to share it with you guys. So let me know in the comments what resonated with you and if it resonates with you. And make sure to subscribe to this channel so you get notified whenever there's a new message coming in for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you a wonderful time, my answer seekers. You're doing well. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye.